guys, what is going on? This is Shaylin from Altcoin Buzz here to report the news for today. So let's get straight into it. So I have been doing a lot of digging around, and this thing seems to be all over Reddit and a few of the Facebook groups which I am currently in. Well, it says a Reddit user says that he owes the IRS $50,000 thanks to Bitcoin. So here's how you can avoid the tax bill. So if you guys are wondering how this guy even got in this situation, well, the Reddit user is known as Stowaway, and he earns $47,000 a year as an office assistant. Well, he saw what Bitcoin was doing early last year, and he actually bought, 8 Bitcoin for $7,200, and by December he cashed that all out, and his initial investment absolutely soared. So he was just like, let me just take as much cash as I can out of this. And he goes and say, I've been caught up in the altcoin frenzy. So he actually sold most of his Bitcoin for around 120k worth, and he put it into a bunch of different altcoins. Well, now it looks like because of this, he actually needs to pay the IRS $50,000. So if you guys are unaware how this works, well, any wealth or any amount of money that you guys make, you guys have to pay to the IRS. But there are some limitations or ways around it where you can actually restrict the amount that you pay. So I'll leave a link to this link below, but I just found this very interesting that, suddenly this guy is in a situation with $50,000. Like, wouldn't you check beforehand how cryptocurrencies and tax work before you buy something like this? But I guess he just got really caught up in the moment and just took the opportunity, but now he has to pay a massive tax bill. So I'll leave this article link below, and you guys can check this out when you guys get some time. So what big tech bans might mean for cryptocurrency advertising. So we have been speaking a lot about these restrictions, with the newest restriction coming from Twitter talking about introducing a cryptocurrency trading ban. First we have seen Facebook, then followed by Google, and now Twitter is the next one. Well, it looks like we're running out of social media platforms for them to actually ban all of these cryptocurrency ads. But I want to give you guys more insight as to exactly where, how exactly this is going to affect ICOs. Well, if you look at these massive platforms such as Facebook, Google, and Twitter, they don't have enough people on their team to really go through all the cryptocurrency ads to make sure whether or not they're legitimate, and so forth like this. Now, from their point of view, they love money, but at the same time, their users are the most important thing. If anyone screws up their user base, then you pretty much kill the platform. Like, I'm sure you guys have noticed, back when Facebook had a lot less restrictions, a lot of those clickbait articles that you've seen on Facebook were all over the place. Then a lot of people started complaining, and then now you can't even really post those articles. A lot of people were doing those, to just basically, ramp up their ad revenue and get as much profit as possible. Well, it looks like Facebook listened to them and removed that. So I see it the same way as doing this, with cryptocurrency ads being all over the place. You're seeing ICOs with absolutely, no reason at all. Some of them don't even have a proper company or address, and suddenly they're just creating ICOs and raising tons of capital. Now, Facebook does not want to be liable for anything, or neither does any of these platforms, to find out that, their users were being scammed, misled, or just overall annoyed by how much of ads they are seeing with cryptocurrency related. I mean, let's say, for example, you liked a cryptocurrency page and suddenly you're being retargeted every 10 seconds, or every time you go on Facebook, you're seeing a cryptocurrency ad. That will be so irritating, don't you think? So that from their platform point of view, that's the way they're looking at it. But I want you guys to not be too worried about any of the trading bans, because I've explained to you before that it's just like a new Google update. For instance, if you guys do SEO, you know what SEO is. Basically, if you type something on Google, let's just say best food to eat in London, for instance, and whatever comes up on the first search page underneath the ads, that's SEO. Now, every couple of months, Google will make an update like Google Penguin, Google Panda, and they will make it more restricted, or they will make you do something different. So in a way, that is kind of like a restriction, but you don't see really any SEO people saying, oh my gosh, this is the end of the world. They'll always find ways around it. So in terms of this, there's always ways around it. You can go to social media influencers. You can actually go to websites like Bitcoin Magazine. Like, these aren't Google ads that we're seeing right here. You could probably go ahead and find their contact page and ask them whether or not you can promote it here. So really, regardless of whether or not these platforms, turn it off, I certainly think it's going to make us see more transparent partnerships with real projects, people that are actually thinking of really their customers and how to actually properly position their company. Because if you don't have proper marketing behind a project, then what are you really doing? Are you just trying to get in and make a get rich quick scheme? Because if that's the case, I'm so happy that we are seeing all of these restrictions. And that's just the way I'm looking at it. I've been in marketing for quite some time, and this is the way I'm looking at it. And if you look at this article, it goes on to say, I think it's going to become even more focused on relationships and finding trusted partners who can help them navigate in the space. If you can't necessarily afford an agency to do so, it might be worthwhile to at least do some research or talk to people who have gone through that process. Projects can always go through different communities or cryptocurrency publishers that they trust for advertising. So you don't need to go to the main platforms once again. So if you guys are panicking from all these bans, this is completely normal. However, I do believe that as time goes on and we see these real projects actually do something, I think that Facebook, Twitter, and Google will really open its doors more openly to the cryptocurrencies which are actually regulated and actually have, a real backing behind people that are actually following it. For instance, if you saw a massive company, for instance, you wouldn't see them being banned off like Facebook or Google or something like that. So I think that is the way moving forward. But again, that's just my own predictions. I can't tell the future, but just looking at the way and the trends, the way things are going, that's just the way I see this trading ban and how it's really going to move forward in 2018. Well, blockchain tech provider Bitfury gains government approval for 35 million Norway Datacentre. So, blockchain technology company known as Bitfury announced that it will open an energy-efficient data center in Norway on March the 20th in a deal with a blessing from the government. So, not very often, guys, do you actually see a blessing from the government, and the government actually, giving them a thumbs up and a seal of approval. So, in a blog post, the business confirmed that it will open 2 sites around the town of Rana, investing 274 million koroner or 35 million in infrastructure and hiring 30 employees. So I'm really interested to see how this is going to progress. Of course, anything really backed by the government, especially in cryptocurrency, is always good. When we see the government be really against something, it always turns bad. We've seen China be totally against cryptocurrency, and we saw what happened there. But again, there's something between over-regulating it and then just having it, normally regulated. If you have no regulation at all, then I think that is completely bad. But somewhere in the middle, in that gray line, I think that is definitely the way to go. So I'm seeing this a lot in the news right now, so I thought I would just bring this up. So SwissRealCoin promises a stable cryptocurrency backed by Swiss real estate. So liquidity and volatility are 2 issues that pretty much every blockchain technology and startup has, which is why stable coins are becoming popular. So for the average investor, seeing cryptocurrency suddenly just moonshot is obviously good to see when you go on the upside, but when it goes to the downside, a lot of you guys are panicking, which is why a lot of people are looking into stable coins. I mean, unless you are day trading and you know exactly what you're doing, trading these cryptocurrencies can seem really, really risky. I mean, you're just seeing all of these coins just do like some parabolic moves and some of them just declining like crazy. So backed by gold, oil, and fiat, and other more established currencies, assets, and utilities, stablecoins are offering an interesting alternative to regular cryptocurrencies. So today, SwissRealCoin, so the ticker is SRC, has announced an estate-backed cryptocurrency platform which enables access to Swiss real estate value for investors around the world. So this is very interesting. I certainly think that there's going to be more use cases for this. I've seen some cryptocurrencies, which are actually backed by actual companies and revenue. So by having this cryptocurrency, you'll be able to get a dividend of whatever the business generates, which is kind of like the new stock. As you hold a stock, an actual stock of a company, you'll be able to get a dividend that way. I've seen all different use cases. I've checked on Facebook. I'm not sure if you guys watch Shark Tank, but Kevin O'Leary has also mentioned that he is in a project right now where if you buy this cryptocurrency coin, you will actually own a portion of a hotel. So what other use cases are we going to see? So now we're seeing real estate, we're seeing hotels, we're seeing some businesses that are actually giving out revenue. So what is next? I certainly think that these stable coins have a big future for 2018, and I'm certainly keeping a watchful eye on them. So I have spoken about this so much of times on the channel, but since we get new subscribers, I always think that we should mention this whenever we have some news. So no, Elon Musk on Twitter is not giving away any cryptocurrency. So if you guys are following Elon Musk, you guys will know that the only cryptocurrency he has is a very small proportion. It's actually under 1 Bitcoin, and he was given that by his friend. He does not own any other cryptocurrency. So let me ask you this question. If he does not have any other cryptocurrency except for Bitcoin, why is he suddenly giving away 4,000 Ethereum to his fans? Okay, I'll tell you exactly what is wrong with this. First of all, this username is wrong. It's spelled Elon wrong, and it's spelled Musk wrong, for starters. Secondly, this is completely whack because he doesn't have any cryptocurrency. And thirdly, it is not verified, so it's not even an official account. But again, you can see people who are retweeting it and liking it. So I want you guys to please be very careful as to who you guys are following on social media. Make sure you guys are following the official person, and you can tell if it's the official person because they will have the official name right here, they'll have a verified tick, and they will have a ton of followers. They wouldn't be just new and currently have no followers at all. And make sure, like, the person, like, Elon Musk, for instance, he doesn't have any cryptocurrencies. A lot of people are speculating that he is Satoshi, but, like, for the meantime, he doesn't have any Ethereum. He only has Bitcoin, supposedly. So why on earth is he giving away 4,000 Ethereum? Use your common sense, guys. Also, head over to CoinMarketCap, head over to the social tab, and that's where you can find the official Twitters. So you'll know that it's not connected to anything like this. So there's all different ways of validating to make sure that you guys are following the right people. So let's head over to Twitter and let's see what new updates we have. So Dash has an update today. So Dash files patent ahead of heralded Evolution platform launch. So if you guys are interested in Dash and seeing what they are doing, go ahead to their Twitter and check them out. VeChain also has an update today. So a timeline of actions and events leading up to our VeChain Thor rebrand. So VeChain is rebranding to VeChain Thor. So go ahead and check them out. Head over to their Twitter where they have all the updates on here. Qtum also has an update today. So about 6,000 Qtum POS full nodes are alive right now. It is one of the biggest proof-of-stake blockchain while compatible with EVM. So you guys can go ahead and check this out on a map. You can see that it is absolutely massive. And if you guys have been looking at CoinMarketCap, Qtum has been making some massive moves today on the day. So I'm definitely interested on Qtum and seeing what they are going to be doing in 2018. And that is it today from the news, guys. If you guys are new here, be sure to follow us on Twitter at altcoinbuzzio. We're also on Instagram at altcoinbuzz. Guys, we also have a podcast where we actually interview people, who are running these projects, not people on the sidelines, the actual people and CEOs of these companies. So I really love if you guys can hit that subscribe button. The link is in the description below where you guys can subscribe to our podcast and get new updates every time we launch a new interview. And if you guys are new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button below. Turn on post notifications. That way you're always up to date when we launch a video, and connect with us on all of our social medias such as Facebook, Telegram, Discord. I'll leave a link to everything linked below, and I will catch you guys on the next video.